Hi, I'm Sydney. I did my research on how modern society can use Indigenous culture to practice sustainability. The purpose of my research was to learn about Indigenous people and their culture and how their culture is connected to sustainability. The reason I wanted to do research on this was because I'm an environmental studies major. And I've taken several classes that contributed to my interest towards sustainability. And within those classes, I've had a few that touched on Native American culture and how they relate to sustainability. So I wanted to dive deeper into that. And I've also attended presentations outside of class. And I've made some connections with people who try and protect the environment. So I felt like this might be some beneficial information for me to learn. So the main problem that was here that made me want to do this research was environmental problems have been occurring since colonization. And the modern agricultural practices that we have today, ever since Europeans colonized here, was that we plant the same crop over and over again, and it depletes the soil nutrients. Another problem that we have is that livestock accounts for 55% of soil erosion, 37% of pesticide application, and 33% of nitrogen and phosphorus pollution in waterways in the U.S. And so Indigenous people practice sustainability as part of their culture. And they have a lot of experience with working with the land to ensure that it's plentiful and that it's still good for them to provide the things that they need. So like I said before, when Europeans colonize, they plant the same crop over and over again. Indigenous people, they rotate their crops and they move to different parts of the land as to not deplete the soil nutrients. And they struggled to maintain their cultural practices and their sustainability when they were forced onto reservations. And I'll continue to learn about Native American practices and other aspects. Learning about other cultures helps us to become more connected and understanding of people around us. And so specifically with Native American culture, learning about what they do and why they do it helps to better mental health, well-being, and it shows decreased risk of depression. And the textbook states that conflict often stems from making generalizations about someone else's culture, so being able to learn more about other people's cultures will help us to communicate more effectively. So it's important to learn more about other cultures. And so my plan for progress, I'd like to attend more lecture opportunities outside of just classes this semester. I didn't get to do it as much as I wanted to last semester, and this will be my last semester here. So I will take as many of those opportunities as I can, rather than just learning from textbooks and stuff like that. And I would also like to learn more about the high context and collectivism communication style that Indigenous people have during my last semester here. And so all in all, Indigenous people care for their environment so they get what they need out of it rather than continuously taking resources like we do today. Climate change is an increasing threat to our environment, and that's why we need to learn more about the Indigenous culture and how we can adopt some of their practices. And I will continue to research this topic throughout my next semester because it's interesting to me and it relates to my field of study. Thank you.